I'm Danielle, and welcome to this enchanted house. Today, we are in my study, because I'm going to try out a classic YouTube genre form, I guess. The React video. If you are a Tumblrite, you may have noticed that Tumblr has created its own little series called Tumblr Top 5, hosted by Madej and Bergara of Buzzfeed Unsolved Watcher fame, and they go through and they each give their top 5 on a topic, and then they give Tumblr top 5. And one of the recent episodes was aesthetics, and aesthetics is my jam, of course. So I thought I would do a React video. So this is new. I'm just trying out the format because we try things out here. Yeah, and I know I am a big fan of Shane and Ryan. I have watched all of BuzzFeed Unsolved, and I have watched a lot of their Watcher shows, especially the Ghost Files, their new ghost hunting show. I kind of was referencing some of the antics they get up to way back when I made my own video about talking to the dead. It's way back there, and I'll put a link here, even though I don't know, I'm getting to the point where it's like, oh god, my old videos, oh god. But anyways, today we're going to react to the video on aesthetics, and this is a new one for me. So first of all, no laughing at my headphones, because yeah, I'm a girl. I'm a gamer girl. No, I don't stream video games, but I do like to play video games. So yeah, and they're cat ears and they light up and they're cute, and I can make them whatever color. Yeah, so yeah, it's blowing my aesthetics cred here, I guess. I don't know, computer has a different aesthetic than everything else, sort of. It's very pink and glowy and kind of futuristic, because it's a computer. But anyway, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and react to Tumblr Top 5 Aesthetics with Shane and Ryan. So here we go. I'm just gonna come over here and click play.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Shane.
And welcome to Tumblr Top 5, a special show where Shane and I debate fiercely over topics coming in hot
Fiercely,
and ready
yeah.
from the Tumblr sphere.
And joining
Tumblr's
us, as
always
always,
fierce.
is Tumblr's inimitable mascot,
Copy. I love
What?
Copy. Copy's just...
Okay, well,
Okay.
A simple hello would have sufficed.
Talking about coming in hot.
Whoever can have Copy,
Shane and
you're
I are going to
genius.
duke it out over our top 5s, and at the end of the show, Copy
It just
will
feels very
reveal
Tumblr,
Tumblr's
very Shane and
top
Ryan.
5.
I don't know.
Yeah. And today's topic is aesthetics.
Aesthetics. We're 800 years old, so what exactly is an aesthetic? According to Tumblr, Copy.
Actually, you're 800 years old, like implying that they're old and they don't know what aesthetics are. Aesthetics, actually, as I've talked about in my video on it, is a branch of philosophy. Actually, is where it started ages ago, and it's the idea of what is beautiful, what is beauty, what do we find enjoyable, and it's become more like shorthand for, oh, this is a visual set of things, but the idea of that actually goes back way back into ancient times. Like, you know, the Egyptians have an aesthetic that it's a set of things that they think is enjoyable, or the Greeks have it, and you see it in China, in ancient China, in India, in Indigenous America. Every group has their idea of what is attractive, what is beautiful, what is enjoyable. So, but yeah, you know, I think they're going to go for a more modern thing here. Yeah, so.
Aesthetic is a vibe or style.
Oh,
What's your
yeah,
aesthetic?
vibe or style.
I feel like I'm doing good humor core.
Yeah, you look like you're about to do a barbershop quartet.
I love it. I love it, yeah.
Let's do it. Let's start with your number 5 then.
My number 5, it's pool core.
Pool core.
Or
Have you heard?
Okay.
And now we're not talking a nice tropical sunshiny pool. We're talking about a pool for the holiday.
I love it.
A liminal space kind of pool.
Look, yeah.
Lots
Oh,
of echoes,
God.
you know?
a glorified hole in the ground.
Exactly
Oh, my
right.
God.
Indoor upsetting.
Indoor pool.
Yes,
love
yes,
this.
yes. These pools are not pools that you
This is a very
imagine
specific
on
aesthetic
your
That's
and-
useless
vacation.
to me. I don't want to be indoors when I'm in a pool. That's like having a screen door in a submarine.
Yeah, it's like when you're in an indoor pool and you're just choked by the scent of chlorine.
And you want to
God,
live in this. That's the criteria here.
I like being immersed and sort of deprived of senses.
It's supposed to be relaxing and get away, but there's something
Let's
just
see what your
slightly
number
off.
5
with-
is.
My number 5 is
Ooh,
Frogcore.
nice
You're a
choice.
froggy guy. This makes sense.
Good job, Ryan.
This actually isn't so much about immersion, but I do just like frogs.
Yeah.
I like looking at them.
In
Love
my
frogs.
Paul's
We're thinking of
Pond
getting
in
a frog.
Schaumburg, Illinois. We got frogs. They show up at night. You shine a flashlight at them. They stay still.
I put my frogs in your disgusting indoor pool.
Yeah, that's true. My number 4 is
Ooh,
Gloomcore.
nice choice. Nice choice again.
Pretty similar to pool core, indoor pool core.
Oh, you couldn't be more
Thank
off
you.
the mark.
Yes.
No. Gloomcore's for us rainy day Joes. You know,
Oh.
sitting at the window, watching those thunder clouds.
Gloomcore's one of those ones that
Be
I
out
think
there.
just fits with a lot of aesthetics
Be in the
anyway.
Shawshank
We all,
Redemption
like, there's a lot of aesthetics out there, it's just like, we like sit in the rainy day.
you as a poor little meow meow. You're a sad boy. You're a sad
They
little
did a
boy.
video on Pure
Either
Meow
way,
Meows. It's funny.
But I love
Go watch
rain
it.
and gloom, and I just want to, I want to die in a puddle someday.
Well, we'll see if we can arrange that. Let's move on to my number 4. My number 4 is
Farmcore. Oh, look at you! Get your overalls on. You're out there with your.
That's
core.
right. I love
Ryan's
farms.
just-
I always have. One of my
Ryan's one of
recurring
us.
fantasies is just running away from everything and going to start a farm. And I would have chickens and I would count their eggs in the
chicken-
morning. It sounds like a great life.
You know, farm cores are-
milking a cow.
I'm gonna pause. Farmcore is one of those aesthetics that is like, oh wait, the aesthetic is really cool and it's really romantic, but actual taking care of farm is a lot of hard work, and there is a little bit of a disconnect there between the romancing of it and the actual practice. And farmcore is one of those ones I want to visit because there's like a whole history to farmcore that, like, it goes back a lot farther as an aesthetic than you might think. So, anyways, let's just continue on. Oh my god, I realized I paused. It says milking cows stretching their little nipples. Oh god.
I think they're udders.
Udders, yes.
They can be referred to as nipples, right?
I guess you could call them
Oh
nipples.
my God.
You just did, so yeah, I guess you can.
I
You
got
can and you
nipples.
did.
Can you milk me?
Oh god, this is going to a different place.
We could
Oh
try.
my gosh.
A
Oh.
little quote from Meet the Parents.
My number 3 is Greaser.
Ooh, nice,
Huh?
Shane.
Like
nice.
Greasers and like Pony Boy kind of shit going on here. Like Shia LaBeouf in the Crystal Skull.
Yeah. Oh god,
What?
that's a great aesthetic.
No, I wanted to pick an old school one
Nice,
because
Shane.
aesthetics have been around well before the
And
internet.
you would like to live as a greaser.
Well, they do everything that,
Yes,
you
thanks,
know,
Shane.
is sort
Yeah,
of
the
fallen
aesthetics
out of
are older
fashion.
than Tumblr
Having
by a lot.
knives.
By
And, brandishing them.
Yeah, leather
Jack.
jacket, slicked back hair. You kind of.
Oh, it's a great aesthetic, though. I love the greaser aesthetic. It's
Yeah, so you understand the draw then. It's like how
Oh,
you
I
wish you were
see.
taller.
I also
That's
say
true,
it ties
that's
into. You
true.
could also
And how I wish I were a teeny
overlap with
tiny
something like
little mouse
rockabilly and
sometimes.
mid-century
With
modern. They all
greaseback
kind of tie
Oh,
in together. But
greaser
greaser's a good one,
mouse. Can you
Shane.
imagine a little greaser mouse coming up to you with a little teeny tiny knife?
little
Oh my god, that's
sunglasses.
so cute.
Give me all your cheese.
Get away from my woman. That little thing.
So you understand the appeal, right?
guess I could.
How often do you go? I would love to see a greaser out on the street, a bunch
Oh my
of
gosh, this is
street
great.
toughs. You know, you don't see them anymore. I'd love to be going to my car at night and have a bunch of guys go, "Hey, where you going, Stilts?" You know?
Yeah, I guess so. You know what?
Stilts
Maybe I
would be
see it
his
now.
greaser
I don't,
nickname
but
too,
I'm going to
yes.
say that for you.
Yeah. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Start
Okay.
buying switchblades.
Let's move on to number 3 for me. My number 3 is cabin core.
Yeah.
Cabin core, very similar to farmhouses.
Ryan just wants
cabins
to
are just
run
better,
away and live
my
in the
opinion,
woods.
because you're usually near snow or something like that.
Maybe hide some
Get a little
cryptids.
fire going.
It's kind of hard to run a farm in the snow. But you're by the
Farm
fire.
core is
You
cabin
just came
core in the
off a
winter, I
long day
guess,
on
because
the
you don't
slopes,
really do a
and
lot.
now
You
you're
just
chilling,
the
drinking some hot
a lot of
toddies.
farming stuff
Oh, a
is
toddy? I
not.
didn't think about a toddy.
Exactly. Now that's a reality I
Oh,
would like
yeah.
to live in. Every time I go to a cabin, I think, why don't I just have a cabin instead of a house?
My number 2 is honeycore.
What the hell is honeycore? Is that just like, oh wait, does this mean I have to look at a honeycomb?
It's people who like bees and the
Yeah,
things they
this
make.
is a good one
Dude, I
too.
hate honeycombs. I have that thing that's like you're scared of the little holes. Is it called tryptophobia?
Triple.
Have you ever seen when
poor-
someone puts like the honey?
Trypophobia or
Oh, I love
tryptophobia?
tiny things.
Trypophobia.
Thanks, copy. It's like the thing where people put like the honeycomb over skin.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I mean, I'm not a fan of that either, but what I do love is little tiny bees and the things they make.
Well, that's not necessarily true because I do recall you murdering a bee in pretty brutal fashion on camera.
The bee crawled on my neck and I freaked out.
You took a life.
But I've saved a lot of bees from pools.
You stomped on it several seconds after it was
One of
dead.
these days when I do have a farm, I want to have little bee houses.
Well, I hope they don't see the footage. Okay, well, I'm going to move on to my number 2.
Okay.
My number 2 is Western.
Ooh,
Oh, you
Western
got it.
the Cowboys.
Anything, I'm a sucker for anything Western themed. Anytime I go to a Western themed theme
They've
park
done a
or
couple ghost
attraction or a
hunts at
film,
like
I just always
ghost
like it.
towns. So yeah.
Anyways, Western core, yeah. Just imagining like spending like long days riding my horse out
Once
on the
again, an
range.
What would
aesthetic
you name
that
your horse?
What would I name
romanticized
my
something
horse?
that was a lot harsher in
Copy.
reality. But
You'd name your horse Copy?
That's right.
We'd be neighbors.
oh god, that's bad.
Copy's on fire today.
No, just imagining living my life as a cowboy, and also I get to wear the hat, which is fun.
hat.
If I wore a hat like
Cowboy
that in Los
hats
Angeles,
can't
people would think
argue.
I'm Pharrell or
Hats and the
something.
boots.
That's true.
No, they would
Keep
not.
shaking my desk. Sorry.
White puppets. I know you don't. I know.
That's a whole thing.
What did you say, Ryan?
It's a whole
Nothing.
The puppet thing's a whole
On
thing.
to our
Just-
number 1.
You have to watch their
My
channel.
Number 1 is...
Oh, good job, Shane. Nice.
Like the film,
Shane's
or
got,
like Crows
Shane's
the
got
Bird?
like gonna be in his leather
like
jacket
Crows the
surrounded
Bird.
by like
The bird's
crazy
the
animals
beautiful bird,
and
one of my
his
favorite
liminal
birds.
They
pool
make
space.
hooks.
This is
They can make
in
little
the
tools.
rain.
They use tools. They're one of the few birds that use tools.
Very smart people.
They
crows.
can operate an elevator.
Do you remember the motion picture Mad Max Fury Road? When you see that one scene of those crow people on sticks, and we don't never learn anything else about them. But when I saw them in that movie, I thought I want to be like
Yeah,
them.
see that's
Anyways,
how aesthetics
my number
work.
1 is. You ready, Kyle?
Oh, okay, let's see what we got here. Do me proud, Ryan.
90s. I just love this decade.
Oh, okay, I gotta stop. 90s is a mixed thing for me because I am a Gen Xer. 90s was my coming of age decade, and oh god, 90s is one of those things where it's very nostalgic, but it's also sometimes kind of cringe. You look, it's like, oh, did we really do that? But in other times, it's like, oh, I miss that. I really miss, when like some sort of the grunge fashion and some of the fashions come back around. And then there's other things like teal was really big in the 90s, and it's like I like teal, but like everything was teal. Like my school put in new lockers and they were teal. Like, and it was like kind of jarring because up until that point it was like all the schools had been built in the 50s to the 70s and everything, all the lockers were like orange and suddenly, or yellow, and suddenly they were teal. But yeah, okay, you know what, Ryan, you're younger than me, so it's probably more nostalgic for you than it is for me. So yeah, I get it. It might just be an age different things, and then I don't know. There's some great '90s aesthetics, so it depends where you're looking. I don't know. There's a certain overtopness of the '90s that I kind of miss. Something that was a sort of an extravagance that since we're going so. The 2000, it kind of fades into, in the mid 2000s, we start veering into a lot of, like, the minimalistic, and now we're at the point where, like, things like, McDonald's has gone from all the wild playlands to, like, the plainest boxes ever, and I don't know. So, yeah, I'll give you 90s. I like, it's not something, it's some, I don't know, it's not necessarily totally my aesthetic, though, like, kind of is, because I can't help but be in, 90s being ingrained in there a little bit, but yeah, I'll give you 90s. Maybe not, would not have made my top 5, but it's a good aesthetic. I'll let you go with it.
I think we had some of the best toys.
Best toys.
I think the VHS aesthetic.
Oh yeah,
looks really
VHS
clean.
aesthetic, yeah.
And it just kind of reminds me of a time when I was just running around watching Back to the Future on VHS.
Back to the Future's an
800 times
80s
a day,
movie.
Eating Gushers.
Gushers.
You remember those? Everything about being a kid in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm
I
a
feel
little
like was
older, I
superior
think,
to
so.
being a kid nowadays. Best candy, really cool kids shows.
Now it's time to find out
Yep, now
what
we're going to
Tumblr's
Tumblr's top 5 aesthetics are.
aesthetics are.
Copy, without further ado, could you please hand me the results?
Okay.
Number 5, we have Grandma Core.
Oh, Grandma Core, yeah! Grandma Core represent! I wonder how many of them are going to fall in the sort of the grandma core, cottagecore, all of them are kind of in this like sphere where they all kind of overlap. But I wonder how many are going to be in that sphere and how many are going to be elsewhere. But let's grandma core. Congratulations. Oh, did I not hit play? Let's hit play.
Love that. Love that.
So
What's
is
that?
this
Plastic
like-
on your
plastic
couch?
on your couch,
Smell
but like
raisins.
You buy saltless pretzels.
Bridge.
bridge,
Like playing bridge.
having the
Number
sewing
4
kit and the thing.
is
Oh, nature core, good one. Once again,
Pretty
yeah,
broad,
we're kind
yeah,
of
sure.
in this.
Probably just being out in the trees and shit. I don't know.
Eating nuts.
It's like having
Right.
moss, having plants in
going
your
on hikes,
house,
covering yourself in mud, and
trees,
fighting a predator.
using natural
sick, I like that.
materials.
Sure.
Number 3 is light
Ooh, light
academia.
academia.
Maybe this is just studying with the lights on.
This would be
Okay, light academia. I talk about this in my video on academia. Light academia. So academia as an aesthetic is about, you know, schools, especially college, sort of very New England English type things. Also, it's like the leather brown books, the old stone buildings, you know, the sort of more traditional wear and stuff. The difference between light academia and dark academia is a little bit in the colors, like, but it comes from when we talk about genre. Dark academia leans more towards like the tragic, I'm totally blanking on movies now, like Dead Poet Society, where there's tragedy, and then it focuses on how hard and taxing academia is. Light academia is more positive and tends to focus more on the joys of studying and scientific discovery, and so that's kind of the main difference. There's not as many light academia movies. I'm blanking completely. I might have mentioned them but dark academia, obviously, film and book wise, is much more genre-wise is like a bigger thing, because like tragedy is much easier to write about than just, oh, I love books and I love being at school. But so if you can think of a light academia genre type thing, I might have mentioned my video and I'm not sure at this point. This has been a bit. But yeah, leave me a comment below. So yeah, but light academia, congratulations. Good, nice aesthetic. Yeah, Tumblr. I approve, Tumblr. I approve so far. We've got 2 left. Don't disappoint me. Let's hit play.
He's sort of like, oh, look at me reading a book. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, right?
Oh,
I don't know.
like
Cheery,
you.
light,
I don't like
bright,
reading books,
and
Jane.
jovial.
Well, it's funny that you bring that up because
Oh,
2
see,
is
dark academia. There you are.
Okay, all right, we're running the gamut here.
And then number 1 is
cottagecore for the
This is
win!
kind of similar to farm core and cabin core, I think.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
kind of like flowy flower.
Yeah, Ryan,
child
you're
kind of
absolutely
thing, I'm thinking.
right.
Taylor Swift, I think, sort of kicked this
No,
off a few
Taylor
years ago, right?
When
No, Taylor. As much as I enjoy Taylor Swift adopting the aesthetic really did cottagecore. And I know that I talk about as cottagecore for cottagecore, but the idea of cottagecore starts on Tumblr, and it starts before Taylor Swift. She jumped on something that was already starting to be a thing. It was it really, like I talk about, I have a video on cottagecore, of course, and it really takes off during 2020, but it actually existed long before the 2020. It was like, we were all stuck in our houses anyway, we just realized how uncomfortable our houses were, apparently, and wanted to cozy them up. But, yeah, so... Sorry, Shane. It's not Taylor Swift, but yeah, I am not surprised. Cottagecore still kind of. I know I talked about cottagecore. Cottagecore still really big. It's kind of really gone into mainstream now at this point, so it's still known kind of number 1 on Tumblr. But no, I approve Tumblr. I approve, though. There are some aesthetics I would have liked to seen on there. Maybe piratecore, witchcore, goth. I mean. You guys are like the aesthetic, like everything a lot of aesthetics owe something to goth, so I'm sorry, I don't know. But this is a popularity contest, I guess, not necessarily an importance, or like, you know, maybe I should do a tier list. We'll see. Do my own aesthetic tier list, but yeah, so let's just kind of finish. Let's listen about Ryan proposing to his wife here, because we're almost done.
I proposed to my wife. Apparently, that was cottagecore. That was in the caption.
Oh,
and I
see?
didn't even know I was doing cottagecore. I was just trying to hide a ring.
Oh, that's right, he did.
I guess you continue.
I'll put a picture right here. Yeah, he posed. Right, when he proposed to his wife, he had the box was a strawberry. I knew it was strawberry. It's so cute. But yeah, so this is over.
To be the people's lister.
didn't
You always
think about-
find a way to bring it back to
I
that.
didn't even think about that, but thank you for making that point for me. I am the people's lister. It's on the lower third again.
Yeah,
Feel
Ryan
free
tends
to reblog and reply with your top 5 aesthetics because we want to know.
That's right, and tune in next week when we discuss top 5
Ooh, ships. I know. I've
That should be,
I've got spoiled of the ships one. So
I'm gunning for the Lusitania.
Lucid. Okay. Just that was cute. Not a lot. Not surprising. Yeah, Ryan has tended in these videos to kind of line up with Tumblr, and he's apparently into the whole. Like I said, cottagecore has these elements, and aesthetics overlap and run into each other and inspire each other. If you're interested in what my top 4 aesthetics are, I guess top 5, I have a video on what is my aesthetic, and I talk about all the aesthetics that make up what I call my main aesthetic, and you can go watch it here. But yeah, Tumblr top 5. It's a cute show. I've watched the other episodes before this, and I've yet to watch the final one, which is the ships one, but I hear there's some controversy, so go watch it. It's cute especially if you're Tumblrite. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys are. If you can go tell me your top 5 aesthetics down in the comments below. But yeah, this is fun. I should probably take my headphones off. Yeah, there. Oh my god, I can hear. Yeah, so this was fun. I'd love to hear what your thoughts below. Your top 5 aesthetics. Do you agree? Is there aesthetics that should be in the top 5 that aren't? That you think what's something up and coming that's gonna knock somebody out of those top 5? Comment down below. Please. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, you should check out Shane and Ryan on their channel Watcher, along with Stephen Lim. There's some really fun shows over there, very aesthetic in a lot of ways. If you like ghost shows, they are my favorite ghost hunter show. In fact, they're really the only one I still kind of watch, because they have such a great dynamic, and the way they approach it is ridiculous, but it's fun. It's ridiculous but fun, and I love it. So, if you like this video, please give it a like. If you maybe want to check out some of my other videos, please do so. And if you like what you see here, please subscribe. I also have social media where I hang out. Links to my Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are down below, though I'm kind of having trouble signing into my Twitter right now. So, not related necessarily to everything else going on at Twitter right now, but yeah, Twitter I haven't been able to get into it in the past for a little bit now. So, but there's still stuff that automatically gets posted there, but I might not respond right now. But I hope you guys have an enchanted day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.